at the table when women are at the table making choices, that's when things can change.
Let's talk about this, Julia, because it is a vicious cycle. It is not reality, but when you put it on the cover of magazines that are on every newsstand, we think as young children, no matter what race, that is supposedly our reality. How do you break this vicious cycle?
How I got thin fast. I mean, look at the headline right there.
Right. Well, Life and Style has really made a concerted effort to really focus on not necessarily featuring the skinniest women. And in fact, when you see someone like Angelina Jolie looking so thin and you can see every bone on her clavicle, that's not aspirational.
So as editors, Juliet, you guys actually take a stance and a voice and say, you know what, this is not what we want to do?
Absolutely.
Even though it's going to sell covers?
Well, but it's not what we're trying to advocate, and it's not what our readers want. Our readers want someone that they can look up to, that they can hopefully try and emulate. So that's why we like to feature stars that are a little bit more curvy and beautiful in a natural way.
Yeah, but do you think the image is different when you look at Essence magazine, you look at something like Life and Style? I mean, it's geared towards different genres and different markets, right?
Different
Black
cultures,
Latinas,
different cultures, there's not the same Eurocentric, narrow standard put on women of color. But then their problem is there's not enough of them.
Not enough.
So you have one sexy Latina in the whole conversation.
Like Jennifer Lopez was the whole conversation for a decade.
That's right. So
she represented everybody forever. It's also about
and it's like there's room for one. So the lack of diversity in diversity is a problem.
And that's what we need to change.
And that's why you watch the PIX 11 Morning News, because there's lots of women of color on this.
Color curves,
color curves. You got it.
Thank you, ladies, so much for being with us. That's us right here, right? Later in the hour, we're going to talk about how to raise your kids to have a healthy body image, especially if they're not so healthy and they do need to lose weight. So we're going to tackle that at 8:50.
But first, we want to know what you think. Log on our Facebook site, to voice your opinion. Have your parents influenced your eating habits? I know my mother has. Your comments on Facebook.com/PIX11News. We'll be reading them at 8:45.
And tomorrow we're going to continue our body image conversation with eating disorders and how different races are affected by those disorders, too.
Heavy conversations. We're having it with you this morning. It is 8:19. Let's talk about the weather. Linda.
Interesting.